Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries of all ages, welcome to how to make a literal cat in your favorite RPG. I hope you're not here to learn how to do character creation the right way, because this is the Cat Creation Podcast. Hosted in part by me, Joel.
Hosted in the other part by me, Avalon.
How are you, Avalon, on this lovely action fiction autumn day?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, the weather was kind of nice today. It was supposed to rain, but it didn't. It was just overcast. A nice slight breeze. Love that.
Yeah. I'm glad it didn't rain, because it rained the last 2 days and it kept knocking out my internet.
Yeah, that is also a good reason for today being pretty good, is that we get to record.
Yeah.
We're bringing a different energy today, very slightly, because we're recording a day late.
Yeah, we got Wednesday energy instead of Tuesday energy. I don't know if you'll notice at the end, but like, you might.
Maybe.
Speaking of, the game that we're playing this episode is Action 12 Cinema, which is the B-movie action RPG. Not as in, like, the B-movie starring,
Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld, but as in, like, B-movies, as in B-list actors and stuff, right? And I was just thinking about it before we started. A movie where a cat is the action star would absolutely, like, kill in the B-movie market.
I mean, genuinely, yes.
He doesn't talk. He doesn't do anything. The effects are terrible. It barely looks like he's holding the guns, but he is definitely the one shooting that gun. And
it'd be like Nick Cage in that knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's movie. You ever see that one?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you not heard of this? I think it's called Willy's Wonderland. It is a phenomenal B movie. Nick Cage is the main character. He does not speak a single line.
That's incredible, actually.
It is.
And it really is a knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's. I am looking at a poster.
Yep. It is surprisingly a pretty good movie. If you want some dumb fun, I recommend it.
Well, I'll give you this. I would much rather watch this than the actual Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah. The actual one was a little... could have definitely been done better, IMO.
Well, I haven't seen it. I just hate it when Mitch McConnell gets paid, so...
Mitch McConnell got paid for that?
Yeah, anytime Scott Cawthorn, the owner of the IP, like, he donates the maximum amount every time to Mitch McConnell.
What the fuck? I didn't know this.
Yeah, whenever he's running for re-election. This.
Alright, I will not be watching Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I mean, do what you want on your own time, but, like, that is where Scott Cawthorn puts his money.
That's so weird.
Yeah, he loves Mitch McConnell for some reason.
Why? Of everybody on the list, Mitch McConnell? Man.
Anyway.
Yeah, B-movies.
B-movies. I, just genuinely, I can imagine the freaking, like, 80s film grain, the announcer, the over-the-top explosions, all with this cat. And we haven't even made him yet.
Well, do you want to get to making them?
No, I want to do the cat creation rules first.
Oh, true.
So, our show is a show, and we have rules that we follow because we are how to make a literal cat in your favorite RPG. To keep us from doing anything else at all, we have rules that we must follow, even if they break the game's rules, to keep us on brand, on target, and on cat. Rule number 1, we accept no cop-outs. We're making a cat, the exact animal that comes to mind when I say the word. No anthropomorphic races, no people turned into cats, no lions, no tigers, no other cop-outs you can imagine either. Stop trying to get out of this, guys. We're making a cat.
Yeah, we are so deep into it at this point. Like, you know what you're here for.
Yeah, we've made 82 episodes. 81 if you don't count this one.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, stop looking for cop-outs.
But we can look to rule number 2, which is we cannot use homebrew/house rules. If the rules in the rulebook don't let us do something, we count it as a rule broken. We keep track of those.
It also means that we basically have to follow, like, the character creation rules as given in the core rules or as part of an official expansion.
Yep.
Anyway, rule number 3, if the game includes stats for a literal cat, those must be used or adapted to the game's character sheet.
I don't think this game has literal cat stats.
I doubt it.
Yeah, no. Rule number 4 is the character, class, background, playbook, job, what have you, must exist in the game's core rules or as part of an official expansion. We cannot use homebrew classes. They're not real and they can't hurt you. And we are just looking at the core rules today, I believe, right, Joel?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This does have expansions, though. There are other, like, genre settings, basically.
I love that.
Yeah. Anyway, rule number 5.
Yes.
Rule number 5, the cat can learn any skill available to its class, even if it's not something a cat could normally be trained to do.
Rule number 6 is, if a tool would be physically impossible for a literal cat to use, even if comically downsized for them, they cannot use it. So, what's some action movie stuff? A sledgehammer? Probably not. Knives and guns? Asterisks.
A machete.
A machete? Yeah, nope.
Like that one movie with Danny Trejo.
I can't remember the name of that.
I think it was just Machete.
No, I can't. That's... Man, why couldn't we get Danny Trejo for this episode? He's in everything. We could have got him for the B movie.
They put that dude in a Yakuza game.
That's what I'm saying. We should have reached out. We're like, hey, you want to go on a podcast about B movies?
I just didn't have enough time to get through to his agent. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It happens. You know, he's a busy guy. He's signing on with all these B movies.
Rule number 7. If a character sheet has a section that is meant to be filled out in collaboration with the whole table, we leave that blank so potential players can make it fit the group that they're playing with.
And finally, rule number 8 is we have to keep track of every rule that we break.
Yeah. That way you can use this in your home games without worrying about it.
Correct. Though, I guess you wouldn't have to go through anyone but yourself for this one, right? This is a GM-less game.
Oh yeah, technically this is a GM-less game, so I think maybe solo/GM-less. I'm not sure about that second one. I think you can play it with a group.
Okay, I would hope so. Sometimes action movies have groups. It's not always one guy.
Yeah, it's not all John Wick. Not that that's a B movie. That's A-list.
That is A-list. Let me tell you, I've seen all the John Wick movies. That pinnacle of action movies.
Still only seen the first one. I've gotta get my hands on the other ones at some point.
I highly recommend all of them. The only one I was able to see in theaters was John Wick 4 because I missed the John Wick train by a lot.
Isn't there also a PS4 game called John Wick Hex?
What?
It's a tactics game. It's not like an action game, but...
Oh, oof. I looked it up. The second link is, can we talk about how awful a game is? So,
I mean, it's an XCOM style, top-down tactics game about John Wick. So,
yeah, maybe not the genre of game you would want to go for with the John Wick franchise.
Yeah, I feel like if you wanted to make that, just play Max Payne.
I mean, yeah.
It's an old one at this point, but it's still a better John Wick game than John Wick Hex. I'm sorry, I've not played John Wick Hex. It's probably fine. It's just not thematically how you want to do that, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Enough about A-listers. Let's look into this Action 12 cinema.
Yeah.
So...
Heroes in Action 12 cinema have the following characteristics. A name, descriptions, attributes, skills, relationships, heroic traits, an Achilles heel, and a personal crisis of some kind.
Oh boy. Everybody loves a good personal crisis.
Yeah, we all know I'm living through several, probably.
You know what they say?
What's in a name?
What's in a name?
Is that what they say? Sorry, what were you going to say that everyone says?
Oh, I was going to... You said you were going through personal crises, and I was like, hey, that builds character.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of character building, let's choose a name for our cat.
We need something action-packed, something real explosive, real thrilling.
I'm trying to think of, what if you were to imagine, a cat breed that would be, just the name of the movie is the cat breed? One moment. I'm just gonna look up cat breeds. Okay, some that I found a short list here. There's probably more, but I think just if we want to go through these and see what's something that would probably make for a good movie title, like as a one-word movie title, we've got Ragdoll, Bombay,
Ooh.
Russian Blue.
Ooh. Ragamuffin.
Ragamuffin would be an incredible cat-based B-movie action film. Snowshoe, Color Points, Australian Mist just sounds like a...
Australian Mist.
Okay, what is the deal with the Australian Mist? Breed of cat developed in Australia. Who would have guessed?
Not me.
It's a cross between an Abyssinian, a Burmese, and an Australian tabby.
That is a mix, for sure.
I do like the idea of just making a movie called Australian Mist as our cat. That's our base cat right there.
Yeah.
But what's he called?
What if we named the cat Trigger?
Ooh, Trigger's good.
We could also just name it Kaboom.
Kaboom is nice. I don't know. I feel like it should be something, like, unassuming.
Oh, unassuming?
Maybe Whiskers.
Just Whiskers.
Yeah.
I think we could do Whiskers. That's a very unassuming name. I was also thinking just like Mittens.
I feel like we've done a cat named Mittens, haven't we?
I think we have. We have not done a cat named Whiskers.
I don't think so, no.
Do we want it Whisker or Whiskers?
Whiskers. Definitely Whiskers. That way we don't get confused with Wesker from Resident Evil. Do you think Whiskers is probably he, him, right?
Yeah, I'd say he, him.
That just feels right for the genre.
Yeah, I'm picturing just Rambo in my head.
Oh, I'm picturing an Australian Mist, the cat.
Oh, I'm picturing an Australian Mist cat as Rambo.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so we picked our name. Now we need a description. What does the character look like? What are some personality traits? It's vague on purpose. Okay, so we already kind of know. We look like an Australian Mist.
Yep.
Oh, these are actual, like, movie hero names. I was going to say, I saw some on here that was like Lara Croft, John Wick, John Spartan. John, very popular name, I'm noticing. John Matrix, John Rambo.
Johnny Rico.
Yeah, Johnny Rico.
John McClane.
John McClane.
Good old Die Hard.
Yeah, all names on this list.
All right. So, do we want to add anything more to our description?
What if we name the cat John Whiskers?
John? Yeah, actually, yeah. That's exactly what we're gonna do, Joel. That's great. I mean, with how many Johns are on this list, like, we have to, right?
Right.
So many.
All right, so what's this cat's personality? You know, I accidentally closed the page. Let me go back to the Wikipedia page here and see if I can get some traits. Australian Mist cat personality. Personality traits and facts. Thank you, bowwowinsurance.com.au. Temperament, calm, affectionate, friendly. Intelligence, highly intelligent, quick learners. Enjoy mental stimulation, interactive play. Quiet with soft vocalizations. So what turned this one to a life of violence? I don't know. Maybe he's a quick learner. Maybe he was trained for this.
This is a cat from an experimental facility where they're training them to be assassins.
Or I don't know about that. I don't know if he was in this for long, but he is a quick learner. Maybe that's what we say about him. Okay. Maybe that's his heroic trait. We haven't got there yet, but like, calm under fire.
Yeah, not a very skittish cat.
Yeah, not easily flapped.
Not easily flapped? I'm sorry?
Yeah, you know, like unflappable.
Oh, yeah.
Hey-ya!
Kapow!
Action stuff.
More action words, more onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
We're here to stop the action, though, just for a couple of minutes. Let us bend your ear, and welcome to the mid-roll.
Yeah, your episode will return to you after these short messages. This is what it's like to watch TV reruns of old movies.
They always cut in like the weirdest spots too.
Yeah. What is it that one like that I've seen people joking about this that like on apparently Paramount Plus there's a Star Trek episode where the only recording they had of it apparently was from a TV broadcast station. And so there's a single frame of a Little Caesars ad that is just cut into the middle of the episode.
I have not heard about this, but that sounds incredible. I mean, there do be a lot of Star Trek episodes. It was kind of foreseen that some of them would get lost along the way.
I'm sure there are some lost Star Trek media, but anyway, we're not here to talk about Star Trek. I just thought it was a funny anecdote that, like, I'd seen that clip going. I don't know how real it is.
I love spreading misinformation on the internet.
Me too. Not really, but no, like, legitimately, this is a thing I don't remember if I've talked about this before. I have actually cut things that we have talked about on this show from episodes because I learned completely unrelated after the fact, like in between recording and when the episode goes live, that the thing we were talking about, we were completely wrong about.
I think you have told me about that before. I don't know if you've said it on the show. If you want to know more about this show, you can go to a little webpage called badgertrove.com/literalcatpod. You can find all sorts of information over there.
Yeah.
You can find links to our socials. You can find the most recent episodes. You can navigate around the site to check out some of our other stuff on there.
Yeah.
Such as a link to the Discord.
Yeah, go to badgertrove.com/Discord and you'll join our Discord. But yes, you can, from the badgertrove.com/literalcatpod page, you can find all of our active social medias and a couple inactive ones. You can get a link to email us. You can, if you're not subscribed to the show already, you can go there and subscribe on your preferred app with the press of a button. The button is called subscribe with your favorite app.
Such a well-named button.
Yeah, you can also download the character sheets, because we keep all those in a Dropbox just for you. Just in case anyone's like, hey, I want to use this. I want to at least try and spring this on my GM, if nothing else.
Or if you're a GM wanting to spring the character on your players.
Or that, yeah. Nothing's stopping you.
Yeah, it's your game. You make the rules.
Yeah.
What else do we have to talk about? We got our socials, our email, the Discord.
There's, of course, the Patreon.
Yeah.
And right now is the time to join the Patreon because at the end of autumn, we are going to be doing another poll. Any paying member of the Patreon, any patron of any level, will be able to participate in that poll. And I think we've talked about before, I'm going to try and figure out how to set up the, like, one-time paid post thing, just because I know it's, like, that will be December, which will be a rough time for a lot of people, because it always is. At the very least, a financially stressful time, so, like, not a great time to be committing to a Patreon subscription, probably, but it's okay. I think just this one time we're gonna do that. For this one, we will set it up so that it's a one-time payment.
Yeah, one-time payment, much easier to do than try to make a commitment.
Yeah. Also, another way you can help out the show, if you would like to, other than spending money, because not everyone has that, you can go and rate and review the show. That's free. All you gotta do is open up the app that you're listening on, and if there's a rating and reviewing system, then just hit the thumbs up, or the 5 stars, or the whatever, and you've left us a rating. That rating will help the algorithm on that app push our show to other people who like the same things you do.
My favorite rating, the whatever. But genuinely, a whatever rating would be nice. Like yeah. Joel said, it'll push out the show to like-minded individuals, and who knows, maybe those individuals join the Discord, you join the Discord, you make some friends.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Alright, I think we've said all we can about the show.
Wait, before we go, if you're wearing a blue V-neck t-shirt today, please send us pictures of your cats to literalcatpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
And now, with that out of the way, let us get you back to the episode. Anyway, attributes. We have 4 of them. They are brains, brawn, charm, and moxie.
Ooh.
Brain represents the hero's intellect and problem solving. Brawn represents the hero's physical strength. Charm represents the hero's social and emotional IQ, and Moxie represents their force of determination or nerves. I feel like we gotta have high brains based on the description we just gave.
Yeah, quick learner and then high Moxie too.
Yeah, if we learn fast and we're calm under fire, we probably have high brains, Moxie, probably moderately high charm. I think brawn's probably gonna be our worst stat.
You don't need brawn.
Yeah, that's what the gun's for.
Exactly.
There's a space beneath each attribute labeled on the character sheet as pictured above. Each attribute is assigned a score. 1 is a 2, 2 are 1s, and the remaining is a 0.
So I think we know where our stats are going to go.
Yeah, 2 brain, 1 charm, 1 moxie, 0 brawn. Now for skills. There are 5 empty boxes on the sheet for listing skills. They are rated as +2, 3 at +1, which add 2 dice and 1 die to the dice pool respectively. So 2 are +2, 3 are +1.
Correct.
Each hero should have at least 2 skills be defined before play begins. All 5 can be defined at the beginning, or the player can choose to wait and fill them in later, creating one of those action movie tropes where a hero suddenly has a skill they never hinted at, which gives them exactly the edge they need to survive/win.
Oh, that's great. I think we should leave at least 1 empty for that moment.
Yeah, we're only required to fill out 2.
Okay.
So I think we start with just filling out our 2, and then I think because our cat is a quick learner, we can easily say that, like, oh, they figure out how to do anything else they want to by watching someone else do it, or something. I don't know.
Excellent observer, then.
So the examples of skills we've got include acrobatics, action combat, arcana, cryptid mating calls, deception, detection. I've read a lot of books. I watch a lot of movies.
Military training. Weapons from anything.
I think maybe it would be good to say that one of our +2 skill, I think we should fill out maybe 1 +1 and 1 +2 at least. I think one of our +2 skills has to be fast learner.
Yeah. Then what's a good +1?
Acrobatics, maybe?
Yeah, acrobatics is a good +1, especially for a cat. Do we want to put military training? Or no?
I don't really want to put military training, honestly.
Yeah, okay.
I think maybe we could get one more out of, like, looking innocent.
Oh.
Like a +1 to innocent face or something. Like, do the whole Puss in Boots routine.
Yeah.
Or just, maybe not even that. It's just like you see a cat and like, yeah, it's out of place, but you're not going to assume that's your opponent until it's too late in an action movie, right? At least not at first. And then let's leave the other 2 blank.
Yeah, so the players at home can have their moment.
Yeah. You deserve your moment, guys. On to relationships now.
Okay. It's been said that it's not what you know, but who you know. In Action 12 cinema, it's both. Each hero should begin the game with at least one defined relationship between their hero and another hero or one of the supporting characters.
Again, it says at least one, so we can... I said let's make up a supporting character.
Okay.
And then we'll leave the rest blank so you can make it fit your party.
Yeah, because they gotta have those relationships.
Yeah, so let's just make up a supporting character real quick. This cat has to have, like, a sensei or something, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
So a sensei, but what is the sensei's name?
Maybe we don't know.
Oh, the cat John just calls him sensei?
Yeah, maybe. You know, just instead of having a white guy who, learns everything from the magic Asian guy, we have the cat in that role. I don't know if that makes it less racist, actually, now that I say that.
Yeah.
So what's this cat's relationship to sensei?
I mean, maybe its sensei is just its owner. Could be that simple. Could be not an owner, but maybe where this cat hangs out at a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the character's name is Sensei. The relationship is Sensei.
Yeah. Sensei just means teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's what it says.
Yep.
It says specifically in martial arts, though.
It is the Japanese word for teacher is the thing, so.
Yeah. So yeah, that's this cat's teacher.
Yeah.
And then we just needed the one, right?
Yeah, we're gonna let the player fill out the rest.
Okay, sweet. Now we need a heroic trait.
Yeah. So we got some examples. Born leader, honest, protective, always prepared. I'm having a hard time seeing what the difference is between the heroic trait and the skills, looking at them. Because they can kind of just be whatever fits.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. I love too dumb to fail, though. That's great.
Yeah. I feel like a good heroic trait might be the secret weapon.
The secret weapon? Like that the cat is the secret weapon?
Yeah. The cat is a secret weapon, right? Like, that's the whole thing. Like, no one suspects that the cat is their opponent.
Alright. I see it. I see the vision.
Alright, now we need an Achilles heel. Nobody's perfect, right?
Correct.
Not even broadly defined characters with shallow motivations and on-the-nose names. So what's our flaw? What's holding us back?
Not having opposable thumbs.
Yeah, no opposable thumbs, probably can't speak human.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Some of the examples it gives down here are arrogant, failure isn't an option, collateral damage is fine as long as I succeed, I don't need skill, I have luck, never surrender, overconfident, reckless, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Maybe its Achilles heel is that it's not confident.
I feel like that doesn't mix well with being calm under fire.
That's fair.
I feel like this cat has to be someone who, like, never shows any ounce of, like, I don't want to say hesitation, but, like, they are there to do their job, and we never see any, like, indication that they would even want to do anything else. I just feel like they will run into issues where, like, I feel like if we're doing B-movie logic, then we can't have it be an issue of opposable thumbs. Because they'll hand wave that away, like it happens off screen or something, right? No.
Yeah.
What this needs to be is a communication difficulty. The rest of the team, if there is a team, has trouble communicating with this character.
Okay, so Achilles heel, I mean, we could just put straight up just communication.
Can't speak human. Now we need a personal crisis. The personal crisis is a prompt to help a player roleplay their hero and guide their narrative decisions, as well as build or change relationships during the game. Optional. Some players may not interact with it at all. I think we should set one. Why not?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at these examples too. I ended a relationship because of how others viewed it, and now I regret it. I think my former lover is the one that got away. How can I win them back? My fear of failure has caused me to become paralyzed with indecision. Can I learn to love again? Made a mistake and someone got hurt.
I feel like that, like an easy one for this would be like, this cat has never known a normal life, right?
Ooh, yeah.
What conflict can we create from that?
I mean, there's a pretty good example of that. Now that the war is over, who am I? So like,
oh, this cat was made for a mission. That mission may already be over, and now they're just seeking other things to fill the space.
Ooh, I like that. How can we put that into a few words?
What is my purpose now that I've fulfilled my purpose?
Okay. All right. So just a pretty good personal crisis, you know?
Yeah. And again, we may never see this cat, like, go through this struggle outwardly. We may see minor signs of this struggle. It would be up to the player to decide whether they actually want to dive into what that means, right?
Yeah. This is one of those things that's established in a flashback, like, in the first, like, 15 minutes of the movie, and then it's not brought up again until the very end.
Yeah. Like, this cat is, like, the only time we see Sensei even is, like, in flashbacks, and the first Sensei flashback is the Sensei congratulating us on, like, saving the world or something, and, like, you are free to live your life as you see fit now. And then cut back to an action scene, and, like, cut back to him, like, being a mercenary or something.
Yo, this cat might just be John Wick.
This cat might just be John Wick, minus the murdered dog motivation.
Yeah.
And I feel like our one-liner is just meow.
I mean, it kind of has to be, right?
Yeah.
That is... That is just that. That's all we can say, you know?
Yeah, that is, in fact, all we can say. And that is character creation. I know this is, like, a really short episode relative to a lot of our episodes, but, like, I really wanted to do this game.
Yeah, this game has so much that you could do with it. We could make, like, 10 cats in this game.
For real. You could make a whole party of cats, probably. Although, I think it's funnier if you don't.
Yeah, just one cat.
Yeah, I think it's just one cat who is comically good at action movie stuff for no reason.
I love that for them. This could also be one of the B movies where the cat is not intentionally... Like, you can make a cat that's unintentionally an action hero.
Yeah, but I feel like if you want to name your movie Australian Mist and have this be, like, the main character...
Oh, yeah. This one, ours, is for sure good at what they do.
Yep. Alright. So, no rules broken. Technically, you're allowed to play as a hive mind of squirrels. It said so earlier in the rulebook, so...
Does it really say that?
I am not joking. It says something along those lines.
That's insane. I love that. That is also huge B-movie energy.
Keep in mind, there's nothing that says the character can't be an anthropomorphized swarm of telepathic squirrels in a trench coat. Page 49.
Page 49. Huh. Yeah, it straight up does say that. So yeah, 0 rules broken. How about that?
0 rules broken. If you can play as a swarm of telepathic squirrels in a trench coat, there is no reason you can't play as a cat.
This was fun. I dig this. Like you said, short and sweet, but definitely worth taking a look at.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
That's John Whiskers, everyone.
Yeah, he's out here to save the day. From what? We don't know yet. That's up to you, the player.
Hey, I know we have some Australian audience members. I know one of you owns a camera. I don't know who, but statistically speaking, one of you guys has to own a camera. Just if nothing else, you've got to get a script. Like this belongs to you guys. Like I want credit. You can have this one. Just make this B movie somehow.
Yeah. Shoot it on your iPhone like they did with the 28 Years Later movie.
That's crazy.
It was like 50 iPhones,
but you're on a budget. So your Samsung Galaxy, whatever you have, or Google Pixel will probably work just as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, B movies, you would kind of expect those nowadays to be shot on just a phone camera.
I don't know. Some people can still afford $1,000 camera. I'm trying to get my hands on a freaking Blackmagic Pocket Cinema.
I don't even know what that is. It sounds expensive, though.
Yeah, it's a $1,000 mirrorless camera. It's actually not, it's not exactly a budget camera, but, for the type of camera it is basically in the same general price point as everything else. If you want the budget Sony mirrorless camera, you're going to be spending the same amount of money. You want the budget Canon or Nikon mirrorless camera, you're going to be spending the same amount of money.
I see. So it's worth it to just get the good version.
I mean, they're all the good version, but Blackmagic is specifically the one that I want because it's the one that has the most, integrated features with Unreal Engine.
Oh, nice.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyways. Are you ready for a cat pun, Joel?
I'm ready for a cat pun if you're ready for a cat pun, Avalon.
Okay. At the end of an action movie, when the building is about to explode and it seems like there's nowhere else to go, what does a cat get away in?
I don't know.
A helicat carrier.
That's actually a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, thank you for listening to Action 12 Cinema episode, Cat.
This has nothing to do with anything. Well, it does. Why are librarians? I feel like they're exclusively presented as really old, mean women or really young, hot women.
Oh, don't forget really nice old men.
True. Actually, I don't know. Have I ever seen a male librarian?
In media? I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but...
But surely somewhere, right?
I feel like maybe I'm thinking of, the bookshop owner rather than the librarian.
Yeah, I've seen, a bookshop owner.
That's just, a really nice old guy.
Yeah, but, specifically a librarian? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen a guy librarian in media.
Okay, I feel like the two portrayals that you've talked about are, somebody's fetish is the thing.
The old mean librarian?
Yeah, the older mean lady is, smart but domineering, and then the younger lady is just, smart and hot.
Yeah, but think about it. Have you seen any others?
No, that's my point. I think it's somebody's fetish.
It's gotta be. We need to get different types of librarians up in here.
We need himbo librarian representation.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. That would kick ass. He doesn't know how to do shit except read the Dewey Decimal System.
Yep. Clumsy, can't read, can't do math, but super ripped and also understands the Dewey Decimal System by heart.
All right, Joel, we can't put this in the episode. We got to corner the market on this immediately.
Actually, this would be an incredible thing to go at the end of the episode.
Yeah. I was just thinking that.
We'll see. We'll see if I remember. Anyway, let's count down.
Yep.